You listen to other people, but that's your fault, not theirs.
Mm-hmm.
They may have a negative idea, but you don't have to listen to them. But you will, because it sides with what you're thinking. Oh, see, they understand. Attitude, attitude, attitude. What's your attitude about life in general? That tells you where you're at.
It does.
You know, negative attitudes are comfortable. It's not my fault. So that makes it comfortable. Yeah. Attitude, attitude, attitude. What's your attitude? And where did you get the attitude? Did you listen to someone else tell you their problem, and then you go, "Oh yeah, I know what yeah." You know nothing. That's the truth of it. You actually know nothing, and you're dealing in nothing. And then you're complaining about the nothing that you're dealing in. And then that gives you more of that. You don't understand. You're framing your life every moment you're thinking. But where are you going with it? You know, you're told, choose this day. It's always this day. And you're choosing what? All you have to do is just ask yourself, why am I thinking this way? Is it profitable? No. Well, give it up. It's easy. All you have to do is just change your mind. You know, that change your mind and change your world. That's repeated so many times in Scripture in little different ways,
Mm-hmm.
but it's telling you that as you think, you are, you do, you have, you be, period. Are you thinking the way you want to think? I mean, are you listening to other people? Are they listening to us? Do they hear what we're saying? Seriously?
Yeah. Some do, most won't.
Well, your attitudes about life in general tell you the whole story. I mean, that's it. If you're feeling bad, there it is. That's all it is. It's just thought. It's all thought. 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 That's what it all is. Your thoughts. What are you thinking? Lovely and of good report. That's what we're told. Think on these things, lovely and of good report. And then you're told, as you think you are. Why couldn't you think on lovely and a good report? Why would you go back to your comfortable feeling in the negative? But that's what it is. It is comfortable because this way, you can, as long as you can blame somebody else for your problems, you feel comfortable. But that comfortableness only expands the negative, not the positive. I can't think of another way to tell them.
You know, and some people are okay with the expansion of the negative. And if that's the case, keep doing what you're doing.
That's it. That's it. As long as you can blame somebody else, it gives you an out.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't do anything. He did it. That's why I'm this way. God's after me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, he let you do yourself. He doesn't have to punish you. You're doing a fine job of it already.
You you hit on something there, and it goes back to the person that thinks that God is a vengeful God. God does not. Energy, life force, source, absolute love, as you say, absolute love, love absolutely. only thing that that energy source has to do is give you over to yourself. And that's the vengeance. By simply giving you to yourself, that's the vengeance. God doesn't have to do anything. God doesn't have to come after anybody. Just simply give the individual over to their own inner conversation.
That's where you're at, and you're told, change your mind, change your world. Change your mind. You do so probably 100 times a day.
More.
No, yeah, well, but why can't you change it for a positive instead of the negative? Because I know the negative is comfortable because you've got somebody else to blame for it. So that's great comfort to people. They can't get comfortable with the positive because they won't focus on it. And that's what that brings you right back to listening to the CDs, the DVDs. It builds your confidence in yourself to think positive. But you got to listen. You got to listen to it and be faithful to what you're hearing, because
let me interrupt just so because somebody's listening to this for the first time, and I want to make sure for those who are listening to this for the first time, when he keeps referring to the CDs, he's talking about the 4 CD set. And you can see that 4 CD set when you look in the description, and also I posted in the comments. So if you're interested in the CDs that he's talking about, he will often say that when it clicked for him, I was going to interrupt him one time and inquire what made the change, but he tells us often what made the change for him. He had a couple of Neville's tapes, and he listened to those tapes over again until it brought about the desired change in his own life. He's saying the same thing for you with the 4 CD set. They're 4 hours long. Each CD is 30 minutes on one side, 30 minutes on the other side. And so you got a total of 4 hours. But listening to those CDs, what you're going to do is hear Mr. Lindell talk. And these conversations are transformative. What's going to happen over a course of time, the things that Mr. Lindell is saying on the CDs, you're going to start saying, and it's going to become your message. And that's going to be the transformation process.
Your message.
Your message.
It is everybody's message. But they won't listen to it. See, right. That's it. They'll listen to it and they'll say, oh, yeah, I did the same thing.
Yeah. I listened to it once. That's the conversation. I listened to it once.
Yeah. I listened to it a couple times.
Yeah.
Every now and then.
Yeah.
But what happens in the now and then?
Correct.
See? If you just be aware of your own attitudes, that'll tell you the whole story. And remember, all denial is self-denial. See, it says that very plainly in Scripture. All denial is self-denial. You're denying yourself. God's not denying you anything, nothing. He loves you. He loves you. He loves you. I don't care if you're the biggest asshole in the world.
Absolutely.
He still loves you.
Absolutely.
And the fact that he loves you knows that you're more than what you're thinking feelingly about now. But you can change it if you just change your mind, it's so simple. You know, when I first had the revelation, why haven't I heard this before? I heard it before. I heard it before, and I heard it before, but I never focused on it. And that's why that's the beauty of having the CDs and the DVD. You don't have to bring it up. You can listen to it. And it's spelled out. People are always telling me make it simple. My God, it's so simple. That's why we miss it. It's so simple. What has your attention has your life. How simple can that be?
True.
Can't even think of different ways of saying it.
Mm.
I think I'm pretty, well, we got about 200 tapes, 200 CDs, DVDs,
Mm-hmm.
and even phone talks.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, what are you doing with them?
Well, they got access. You talked one time and you inquired about us doing a television station or channel. And I said, well, we have one out there. And of course, it's on YouTube. So what we do is go ahead.
That's what I'd like to see you're on. Can you take me to the
I
different?
will. When we end the talk, what I'll do is take you out there and let you see what it is that people see on the talks. There's conversations out there also. So I'll let you see the comments and things like that. So when we end the talk, we'll do that. And so you'll be able to see what it is that they're seeing. But the bottom line is the information is out there. So, and it's out there, as you stated, in abundance. It's not like there's one or two talks. And, sometimes people say, well, you may be saying the same thing. We don't understand that repetition is the mother of retention. If you want to retain something, then you got to repeat something. And this is how we've been programmed from conception. Tying our shoes, telling time, eating our food, everything we do, we learn from repetition.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
That's it. Listen to it. That's all you have to do. And you don't have to actually change your mind, because if you listen to it, it'll change your mind.
It's true.
But you have to listen to it over and over and over, because what a knothead I was. I know I struggled with what everybody's struggling with, but I knew I had heard something worthy of my attention. That much I knew. I had heard something in the talk show was worthy of my attention. But do you pay attention? Again and again and again. See, that's what we're trying to get them to do. Actually, it's so super simple. It's unimaginable that it's so simple. We're so difficult. It's we who are difficult. It's we that are the ones that are out there somewhere.
Yeah.
But you see, they're talking about different gods than I'm talking about.
True.
See, they're talking about a God out there somewhere.
Right.
And I'm talking about a God inward.
Absolutely.
Because St. Paul said it. Do you not realize that Jesus Christ is in you? Not with you, in you. Turn to him.
Absolutely.
I'm right here. That's it. I'm right here. You want to know something? I'm right here. You're told that all the help you need is nearer than hands and feet. Nearer than hands and feet. All the help you need. So you don't have to go looking for anything. You already have it. All you have to do is recognize it. All of it is recognizable if you're focused on it. But you have to be focused on it. And that's the lazy part of people.
True.
Reiteration and reiteration. That's all it takes. Change your mind, change your world. Simple as that. You want it simple? There it is, simple. And you test it. People tell me, well, how do I know you're telling me to test it?
Absolutely.
If you test it, you'll know. If you don't, you don't. I had a half a dozen of Neville's tapes, and I listened to them at least one every night for years before it actually touched base. I began thinking differently. The importance of having a CD, because what has your focus has your life. Think about it. We're not asking you to join anything, but you have to have the CDs. You have to have the DVDs. You have to listen to them. It's you training this. Listen, listen, listen.
But as Mr. Lindell stated, you have to listen to them repeatedly. And again, for those who are interested, click the link below and it will take you to the 4 CD set, and you'll be able to transform not only your mind, but your world.